Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme Sonic here and welcome back to the little video. Today we're going to be doing a review for Youjo Senki, and basically we actually got more of an insight as to what was seen in the previous episode where we saw this folder with God's will written on it, and we kind of now know what that was, and that was pretty much a new battalion that's going to be led by Tanya herself, who kind of created the idea of a battalion in this episode. So it was actually very interesting to see how Tanya was talking to Vice Director Zerto, and obviously giving off this impression that she's a very intellectual person. Now, when she was talking to the Vice Director Zerto, I was kind of trying to figure out, was she using the knowledge from her previous life to help her survive in this world, or is she just genuinely a very, very smart and intellectual person? I mean, like, I know she studies a lot, we see her in the library a lot, picking up books and obviously doing what she can to survive in this world, but I wonder, does she know that she is in the time period similar to that of the real world, or is she oblivious to that? Like, I'm very curious. I wonder, will they actually try to address this later on in future episodes? But for now, her smarts are really, really smart. Like, her smarts are really, really smart, bro. She's very smart. Like, you know, you can see that in every single conversation. She's able to adapt to any situation that she's been put in, and if she's been cornered, she's always able to fire back and obviously give the response that will help her achieve her goal. Well, in this case, that didn't really happen too much. So pretty much while she was trying to impress this Vice Director Zerto, she accidentally gave off an idea that will end up biting her in the ass in the future. So obviously she was talking about how the Empire is currently stuck in a war between the Republican and the Federation, which, by the way, we now know who the Republican and the Federation stand for. So the Republican are Spain and the Federations are pretty much Sweden and Norway combined together. So that was actually very interesting, because at first I knew that the Empire were Germany, but I didn't know who the Republican and who the Federation were at the time, but now we do. So during their conversation, she was doing her best to try and impress this Zerta guy, and obviously the guy was very impressed, at the same time very wary of Tanya, because, I mean, come on, even in this world, some people will just have to question that a 10-year-old child is this smart. I know there are super geniuses that can, you know, happen from generation to generation, but in this case, she's way too smart for her age. Obviously, we know that, obviously, this girl is a reincarnation of a dude who's lived a full life, and we know this, but obviously the people in that world, they don't know about this, and I feel like some of them should be asking that question. Yo, how is it that a 10-year-old child can be this smart, this proficient at killing people? Come on, no one is questioning that, but obviously it's anime, so no one's gonna really question it. So pretty much I feel like the other guy that was introduced in this anime as well, I keep forgetting his name, but he's the guy with the blue hair and glasses. He's the only one that has suspicions on this girl. Like, he does not trust her whatsoever. And I feel like at some point in this episode, at some point in this anime, he will do something either to try and assassinate Tanya, or at the very least interfere her and try to stop her in any way that he can. So far this episode has actually been very, very interesting. Obviously, we learned that now that Tanya is going to be in charge of a battalion. She's going to be pretty much in the most difficult and probably the most dangerous platoon that you could probably have in a war situation, where they are going to be always constantly prepared for battle, and they're going to be put into situations where most soldiers and most platoons wouldn't really go into. So it's very, very interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much it though. This episode didn't really have much to talk about, so I just want to give you guys my opinion on it. So let me know what you guys think. Like, seriously, if you still haven't watched this anime, I highly suggest that you do. Trust me, you will like this anime if you're someone who wants a really serious, dark-toned anime and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really it. So besides that, we obviously learned about Tanya's personality, well, this world's personality a little bit more. We learned that obviously all this time being in the battlefield, she still hasn't given up on her way of a soldier. So we see her constantly cleaning her gun and pretty much trying to prepare herself for any situation. And even Captain Uga, one of her classmates, pretty much notices that and asks her, why does she keep doing that? And she replies saying that, you know, a soldier is always prepared for battle, so you never know when the enemy's gonna show grow up, so she's still keeping some of her habits alive and stuff like that. But I feel like, obviously from the dialogue that we got afterwards, that she's only preparing herself as to when Being X will show up, so she can pretty much just shoot him in the face. And I was kind of laughing to that. I was like, yo, you saw that this guy stopped time, reincarnated you, and basically messed around with reality itself, and you're gonna plan on shooting him with a 1950s gun? It's like, come on. How is that gonna work out? How is that really gonna work out? It's so interesting, but it's really funny anyways. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. There wasn't really much to say. Like, the episode was a very good episode, so yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I'm a stream price. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.